United for Peace is a non-profit organization devoted to creating and promoting a global culture of peace, non-violence, poverty reduction, and sustainable development. Among its core aims is establishing ministries and departments of peace, abolishing wars, militarism, and arms trade, including nuclear and conventional weapons, and savings thus achieved by this reduction to be deployed for promoting culture of peace, poverty reduction, mitigation of climate change, and bringing social justice. The UN Symposium that we are having today is the 22nd this year, previously known as Erskine Childers Lectures, organized by United for Peace. It's a tradition in which eminent politicians, academics, and diplomats deliver lectures exploring the United Nations' strengths, weaknesses, and essential reforms. Dear friends, 2 days for your diary. United for Peace AGM and Spring Conference, an all-day conference on 28th of March 2020 on peace priorities, building the future we want, to be held at Wesley's Chapel, 49 City Road, London EC1. The second was in June. It's a World Summit, GAMIT we call them, which is Global Alliance for Ministries and Infrastructure for Peace. And we will be hosting a World Peace Summit in London from June 25th to 27th, 2020. International speakers and delegates from over 30 countries will be participating, and more details will be announced on our website. We hope to welcome you at both of these events. About the meeting today, before we start the meeting, I'd like to point out to a grim fact that when UN is needed most, it is facing a severe cash crisis, cash flow crisis. So soon we are unable to meet its payroll or other bills if member states do not pay their dues of 1.3 billion, about 60 countries. About the meeting today, UN, great powers and world peace. What we are witnessing today is turmoil and chaos in the world as poverty, inequality, and greed of the ruling class have unleashed global anger and revolt on 4 continents. And some protests, like the one in Paris, for example, are going on for over 6 months. It raises a fundamental question which humanity faces: flouting of international law, inequality, and treaties by populist leaders, and disregard to stop the continuous and permanent warfare, as a result of which the global military spending is up to 1.8 trillion, and we are not even have got a Cold War. In 2018, according to Global Peace Index, the cost of violence to world economy is 14.6 trillion per year. So, what we are discussing today, can UN become a powerful, transparent, and democratic organization to contain conflict and big power rivalries for building a culture of peace? So today's UN Symposium, we are going to explore the steps forward towards that direction. Dear friends, to start the meeting, let me introduce Rika Payne, chair for today's meeting. She is our Vice President, great supporter of United for Peace, former President of Commonwealth Journalists Association, former BBC Asia and BBC World News. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome today's chair, Rika Payne.
Good evening and thank you, and I must congratulate Vijay for once again getting together such an impressive panel to address an issue which is critical to us all. And we can see, as Vijay said, the world is in turmoil. Wherever we look, if we look at the TV screens, we just see suffering. I don't know if any of you saw the documentary film Osama about the film in Syria. This woman who had been filming her family, her husband and her baby daughter, and you could see children, totally innocent people, were dying, injured, hurt, horrific suffering which you cannot imagine. And ironically, those who actually ordered war somehow seem to be safe. And I think, again, since we had our last meeting, Vijay, I think one could say the world is even less peaceful than ever. And there could be any number of reasons, but as you said, it seems to be inequality. A few have everything, all the money. Why do certain people need billions and billions and even more? And yet, someone was saying to me, how much does a scud missile cost? If it was then $1 million or whatever, you see how much you would spend that money on schools. So, the attempt we hope for this evening is to hear from our speakers about what is going on and what can we all do to try and reverse this mindset. What do we do when we're in a situation when people only listen to like-minded people and there's no confrontation, there's polarization, and people don't listen to another person's point of view? And what we've got to be able to tell people, look, in any debate or discussion, I may not agree with you, but I want to hear what you say. So it's all this culture that we need to try and reverse that we can. So I don't want to say much more at this stage, except to welcome you and to say that we are hoping for another very stimulating evening. And since our speakers are all very busy, and our first speaker, Fabian Hamilton, MP, Shadow Peace and Disarmament Minister, he's a British Labour Party politician and a Member of Parliament for Leeds North East since 1997. I know you've got to leave more or less straight away, everybody's busy. So all our speakers will speak for about 15 minutes, and then we'll have a Q&A session. So please share your thoughts with us.
Well, good evening, ladies. Depends on many factors, and I'm not holding my breath. It was just over 3 years ago when Jeremy Corbyn rang me up to offer me an entirely new role on the opposition front bench, that of Shadow Minister for Peace and Disarmament. And I'm sure that Jeremy had Vijay and his courageous work in promoting peace in foreign policy at the forefront of his mind when he created this new position. And I hope that we as a party will do justice to your work. Yes, but we overlook it. Because without peace, all the other tools of domestic and foreign policy, from social care to trade and diplomacy, are utterly impossible. Without peace, we cannot tackle it at the moment. Without that grounding of peace, we cannot ever create a better future for ourselves and indeed for our children. I'm reminded of that passage that was in the Labour. And yet today, we seem to be in a completely different world, one that appears to have regressed and lost its way. But I think the fact that this world where the most distant crises can affect us here at home, or themselves expand to much larger regional conflicts. In the past, it was often possible for us in Britain to retreat inwards. As an island nation, we felt safe behind our. Like it or not, we are now part of a global community of peoples and nations, and with that comes responsibility. Our livelihoods are affected by actions within and beyond our borders, which is why we in the Labour Party believe that tackling.
Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I do thank Mr. Mehta for organizing such a very important conference today, and the fact that the room is full, proves the importance of today's topic. I will briefly express my opinions because I suppose the time is limited and you feel a little bit tired. When I looked at the room to the eyes of the people, I saw the different people from different countries, from Yemen, from Iraq, Syria, from Sudan, Ghana, and different post-Soviet countries, Africa countries, and all of you gathered here to listen, to discuss, ask questions, express your opinions, because all of us, including me, our country suffers from war, conflict. And after Second World War, or maybe we suppose that after all these tragedy days, there will never happen new wars. But if we look the recent history, to Korean War, to Iraq war in Afghanistan, recent in Yugoslavia, in post-Soviet countries, including Georgia, Moldova, in my country, in Azerbaijan, we finally understood that we should find out the new way, the new approach, how to getting peace in the world. And I highly appreciate, in this regard, I highly appreciate the activity of Mr. Mehta. He is a very great person that devoted his life for getting peace in the world. But it's not the duty of separate people. I do agree with my previous speakers regarding